Once upon a time, a girl named Anastasia lived in a grand palace in Russia with her royal family. The palace was full of happiness, music, and laughter. As a young princess, Anastasia was full of cheerful and full of life. She also loved her grandmother very much, and they shared a strong bond. One day, her grandmother gently said, "My Anastasia, promise me you will always remember who you are." Anastasia smiled and replied, "I promise, Grandma." That night, everything suddenly changed. A dark man named Rasputin came to destroy the royal family. The palace, once full of joy, now turned into fear and chaos. "The Romanov family will disappear in my hand," Rasputin with her Russian accent shouted. Anastasia and her grandmother quickly tried to escape through a secret passage. They were running, holding each other tightly. "Run, Anastasia! Hurry!" her grandmother said. But suddenly Anastasia slipped and fell, and she hit her head, and she lost her memory. Years passed. Anastasia grew up as a poor girl named Anya. She had no family, no memory of her past. Even so, Anastasia was strong, independent, and never gave up. Sometimes she looked far away and whispered, "Who am I? Where, where do I belong?" Deep inside, deep inside, she felt that something was missing, so she wanted to find the truth about herself. One day, she met with a young man named Dmitri. He looked at her and said, "You look like a lost princess. Come with me to Paris." At first, it was just a plan, but during their journey, they faced many challenges together. Slowly, they began to trust and care for each other. Anya showed her courage and kindness in every situation. Even when things were difficult, she didn't give up. Dimitri started to see that Anya was not just an ordinary girl. Sometimes, Anya began to feel something that was familiar to her. "I feel like I have seen this before," she said softly. And when they finally arrived in Paris, Anya met her grandmother. It was an emotional moment, but also full of a doubt. Her grandmother looked at her and said, "I have seen many girls pretend to be Anna. Why, why should I believe you?" Anya felt nervous, but she listened to her heart. "I remember the palace, the night we escaped, and you, my grandma," Anya said. Her voice was full of honesty. Slowly, her grandmother's eye filled with tears. "Anastasia, It is really you? At that moment, everything became clear. Anya was the real Princess Anastasia. She finally understood who she was, not just a princess, but a strong and a brave person who never gave up, even when she was lost. Dimitri looked at her and said softly, "You found your family, finally." In the end, Anastasia found her identity, her past, and her happiness. She smiled and said, "Now I know who I am."